I've always said that jealousy is like taking poison and hoping the other person will die. Count your blessings and not your problems. Count your own blessings, not someone else's. Remember that jealousy is when you count someone else's blessings instead of your own. Now, in my opinion, this perfectly sums up Harry and Meghan. They're constantly comparing themselves to the have and the have-nots. William and Catherine, King Charles and Queen Camilla. Who has the best PR? Who has the best designer gown? Meghan Markle is a woman who is never happy and never satisfied. And this is going to lead both Harry and Meghan to a path of destruction. You guys, we have a lot of juicy royal daily tea to get through today, so you know what to do. Sit back and relax, grab yourself a beverage, and let's get into the royal daily tea. So before we get into the ridiculous antics of Harry and Meghan, I thought we would talk about two brand new edgy portraits that were just unveiled of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Now, they were done by an artist by the name of Dan Llewellyn Hall, who was the youngest person ever to paint a portrait of the late Queen Elizabeth II. Now, what I really did like about this is he turned Harry and Meghan into historic royal figures. Now, I'm going to tell you, I absolutely love these portraits. I think they're beautiful, they're very artistic, and I think he captured the essence of Prince Harry, the dunce prince, perfectly. Now, again, the photo of Meghan Markle, it doesn't look like Meghan. Her skin is purple, but I thought he did a beautiful job. Now, what he did is he turned the photo of Meghan Markle into Dame Elizabeth Grey, who was the Queen of England. She was actually a queen consort, and she was married to King Edward in 1464. She was called the White Queen because of the War of the Roses, which is one of my favorite periods in royal history, along with the Tudors, and so that is why I can appreciate this beautiful painting. Now, he called Meghan Markle's painting The Return of the White Queen because he considers Meghan Markle to be the most influential outsider in royal history, and it might have a fine irony to it and not necessarily beyond the realms of reality. Now, Elizabeth Woodville was married to King Edward, and then ultimately they deemed her marriage illegitimate, and two of her sons were the princess in the Tower. So again, she was a very fascinating woman, a very interesting part of royal history. So he likened her to the return of the White Queen because she is, we have to admit, the ultimate outsider in the royal family, although she did it to herself. So Harry is portrayed in a piece called Spectre of the Bonnie Prince as Charles Edward Stuart, who is known as the young pretender as the Bonnie Prince Charlie. Now, I think that is Prince Harry to a T. He added that the story for Harry, he likened him before his Meghan days, his pre-Meghan days, as a party boy who had his entire life ahead of him. And in my opinion, he captured him beautifully. So what do you guys think of these royal portraits turning Harry and Meghan into historic royal figures? Do you believe that Meghan Markle is the return of the White Queen, the great outsider of the royal family? And do you believe that Prince Harry is the new Bonnie Prince Charlie, the great pretender to the throne? Do you think that captures his essence? Leave me your comments, guys, down below. Well, now, you guys, again, jealousy has reared its ugly head like clockwork. Harry and Meghan are up to their old tricks because the royal family is out and about and they're getting a lot of positive coverage. So you know Harry and Meghan have to go back to their old antics. So now we're going to have a little fun game we're going to introduce on the channel. I thought it would be really fun to introduce a Harry and Meghan bingo card. So every time they pull the race card, the Diana card, pap walk, PR stunt, a puff piece, or a fake fan, we could put a little marker on our card. And you guys, I think we actually might have a bingo this week. So let's go ahead and get into some of the ridiculous antics of Harry and Meghan. So we've had a lot of positive royal news lately. So what does that mean? A lot of Harry and Meghan antics. So go ahead, guys, and print out that bingo card and get it ready. So we know that Prince William just turned 42 and he decided to celebrate by taking Prince George and Princess Charlotte to a Taylor Swift concert where he was seen shaking it off. And I loved watching his dad dance moves. Then, of course, they had the most iconic selfie ever with Taylor Swift and her boyfriend posing with Prince William, Princess Charlotte, and Prince George. You gotta know there were some plates flying in Montecito. I believe there was a story that Meghan attended a Taylor Swift concert, yet there was no selfie with Taylor Swift. There also was never a selfie with Beyonce, and she attended that concert not once, but twice. So of course, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle got to try to steal the spotlight. So what does Harry do? His usual standby. He pulls out, "My mom, Diana, my mom." He pulls out the mum card. So back in May, when Prince Harry was in the UK for the 10th anniversary of the Invictus Games, he sat down with a charity called Scotty's Little Soldiers that deals with children who lose a family member, a parent, through military services. Now, although it is a very nice charity, he is the patron. It was filmed in early May, but a video of him talking about his grief as a 12-year-old boy losing his mom wasn't released until this week. So a lot of people are very suspect about why it was dropped this week, the week of Prince William celebrating his birthday and shaking it off at Taylor Swift. So of course, Prince Harry drops a video talking about his mom and how kids can deal with grief. Again, it's a sad story. It looks like a wonderful charity, but Harry had to pull out the old mum card this week. Then we had our beautiful Catherine, of course, who broke the internet when she returned for Trooping the Color. And of course, we had Nacho Figueroa trying to show her up with a bunch of dog biscuits and some raspberry jam. But that's not all, guys. Meghan Markle decided to double down. That's right, she pulled out one of her favorite moves. It's not a pap walk, it's a fake fan photo. So Meghan Markle was mysteriously seen on the side of the road in some random Beverly Hills park filming what looks like either a commercial for her ARO brand, or perhaps she's a new brand ambassador for Adidas. And mysteriously, there's no security around, just a bunch of makeup artists, people priming and propping Meghan Markle in her tracksuit. So this person just randomly gets their cell phone out and films Meghan really closely, films her for quite a few minutes, and walks on by. Again, to me, that seems like a very candid fake fan setup. If she's not calling Batgrid, what she does is she likes to use her fake fans to upload publicity for her, because nobody would have known about this photo shoot of Meghan Markle out in the woods unless this person just happened to drive by with video filming on their cell phone. Oh my God, what a coinkydink, what a find. She found the golden goose, the hidden unicorn. Meghan Markle spotted out in the wild all by herself, and this definitely was not a setup. Again, Meghan Markle likes to use these fake fans for publicity. If you remember at the Beyonce concert where we got to watch Meghan Markle shaking her groove thing, right? Looking like she's trying to earn next month's rent, y'all. She was dancing at the Beyonce concert where she was filmed very closely from a VIP booth where we later found out he was a sugar and he got a free ticket to that VIP section so he could film Meghan Markle dancing. Just saying. It's not a fake PR tactic. Nope, not at all. Again, if she's not calling Batgrid, they're using these fans now to get the word out on Meghan Markle. Again, it's one of their old standby tactics. Then we had Mr. Markle came out with an interview pleading with Meghan Markle to please give him a photograph of his grandchildren that he has never seen. Now we know that Mr. Markle is in very ill health. He's going to be 80 years old next month, and it's been over 6 years since he's had any contact with Meghan Markle, and he has never met Archie or Lily. Now he says in the article, look, I know she's never going to contact me. I'm going to die. I'm never going to hear from her, but I would just like a photograph of my grandchildren. Now, of course, a lot of people, this pulled at their heartstrings. People still don't understand how this woman can cut off her daddy who did everything for her. But again, Meghan Markle wasn't going to put this down, guys. So she had a source leak to the newspaper that Meghan Markle feels attacked and isolated and alone, and she's so upset that her father went to the newspapers. Well, of course you're going to feel attacked and isolated and alone because you cut off your entire family, Meghan. You cut off your entire family, not only the Markles, but your mother's side of the family and Harry's side of the family. You also ghost 90% of your friends, your work associates, etc. So yeah, I can definitely see you feeling isolated and alone. That's what happens when you cut people off. So I don't understand this article. Were we supposed to feel sorry for Meghan Markle? Well, I'm sorry. I didn't feel sorry for Meghan one bit. Again, it was a source close to Meghan says she feels attacked and isolated. But again, do you feel sorry for your father who's also alone and isolated away from you and his grandchildren? I think not. So again, we have quite a few antics from Harry and Meghan. So let's see if we can pull out our bingo card and see how many of those that we got right. Okay, guys, we got the victim card, which would be the Meghan Markle story about feeling isolated and alone. Then we had Harry with the Diana card pulling out that old interview talking about my mom. All right. Then we have the fake fan. Oh my goodness, y'all. We have the fake fan who just happened to walk by Meghan Markle being filmed for an upcoming commercial or for her new ARO brand. Yep, I'm going to say that is a fake fan. And we have a PR stunt, and that would be Nacho, who did the little PR stunt with the little dog biscuits and the raspberry jam. So you guys, we got a bingo. Yep, I told y'all. We knew there's so many antics. They are flying at us faster than we can count. I know there's probably 3 or 4 things I missed, but you guys, we got a bingo. So if you're interested in playing the Harry and Meghan bingo card, I will upload this where you can download a PDF at home. You can print it out and get your own little bingo chips. And every time there's a new antic for the week, we're going to put a little bingo sticker on our card. So what do y'all think about these ridiculous antics of Harry and Meghan? Leave me your comments, guys, down below. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope to see y'all in my next video. Bye, guys.